Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about creative style. Now everyone has their own different way of making things, everyone has their own little tricks and little tricks of the trade, right? But some people have different things, other people have other things. For instance, I have a Canon FS100, which I don't actually have on me, but it's a little sort of handy cam kind of thing with an optical 40 times zoom. Right? I really enjoy it. It gives you this kind of late 90s, early 2000s kind of feel. It's really enjoyable little bit of kit, really cheap. You can get one for about 40 quid and they are a lot of fun. Believe me, they are really fun to use. Particularly what's really fun is if you're at an open mic or at some kind of performance, you slowly zoom in on their face while they're like strumming away at the guitar and you just see it go in and in and in and in and in and in and in. It's brilliant, right? Other people have other little things that make them sort of who they are. So I'm visiting someone at the moment and they have this proper Polaroid camera, right? Now I can't actually put my head through this really, like I can do that, right? I'm not going to use it, by the way. I would not do that. I've taken one picture of it and it's terrifying using these things because the film is actually quite expensive. I've got this picture here, right? So this is an example of what you can kind of do with the creative sort of use of various technologies. So if you were to use this on just a phone camera, if you were to take it with a phone, it would not look like this. It wouldn't have this kind of look to it. This looks like it was taken in the past. The only way you can see that it's not is because I'm using a laptop, which is over here. Now, if you want to be really, really mental, right, what you can do, you can use this as well. If you want to go lo-fi, who's to stop you? Because there's no right or wrong way of doing anything. And I'll show you right about now. Hello everybody. This is from the laptop. Now as you can see, it maybe doesn't look the same as over here. As you can see, they look a little bit different. However, there's nothing necessarily wrong with this look. There's nothing wrong with doing things in your own style with the resources that you have available to you. Now I might just adjust that so that it looks a little bit more, hang on, there we are, see? So now you've got quite an interesting image here and then you've got that as well. So that's a different look from the main camera to this camera. They look a little bit different, okay? Now, why is this important? Because you might see bigger films out there using, I don't know, Arial X's or red mega Blackmagic super cameras, right? And you look at them and you think, oh no, I can't create things. Wrong. You are absolutely wrong with that. Don't say that to yourself. Don't get yourself down. Don't get yourself down. Don't get yourself down. It's really easy to get yourself down and to make yourself feel inferior to everyone else around you who seems so successful because they portray an image of success on social media or via their creative works. It's very easy to get yourself down, but it's important to not allow that to happen because this looks fine, okay? And it looks just as good as this. The only thing is they look different, okay? They look like different things. They're different mediums, right? The same way, if I was to take a picture, and I was to take a picture with a Polaroid, right? It would look different than if I took a picture on the phone or with a DSLR, okay? There's no right or wrong way of doing anything. There is no correct form. There is no correct format. Now, obviously, if you want to get your thing onto Netflix, Netflix has a specific set of specifications. You need it in 4K, you need it filmed on certain cameras, you need it with this, you need it with that. But you're not going to get onto Netflix. Come on. If you're watching this video, just be realistic, you're not going to get onto Netflix. And that's okay. You don't need Netflix and Netflix doesn't need you. Netflix goes out there and buys up rejects from Universal and Paramount and all these studios that put $50 million into a film, look at it and go, oh, bloody hell, what have I done? I should not have done that. I should not have given that man that money. What have I got here? And then Netflix will take it, they'll put it out, and actually it might become quite successful. You see loads of little films like that, like Bird Box with the one with the blind woman on the boat. That was originally a film that was, I can't remember what studio made it exactly, but it was meant to have a cinema release, but it didn't need one necessarily. Not all films do, and certainly there's an argument to be made that we need to be preserving the cinema as an experience, and I would certainly agree because it's really nice to go into a cinema, sit down, have the lights off, you see a few trailers, you get yourself kind of excited, you go, ooh, should we go Should we see that film? It's coming out in a month or so. That looks kind of good. It looks sort of more up your street. This one's more a film that's more up my street. So you can have some fun experiences with the cinema doing that. But I think one thing that's good about the streaming thing is that we're able to access such a wide variety of creative works. We can get exactly what we want, basically a moment's notice. And you can, like Netflix has so much stuff, Amazon Prime has so much stuff, Disney Plus, they've got all loads of stuff. The main issue with them is they seem to be replicating the cable model of, different cable subscription services. Now you got to pay for Disney Plus and Paramount Plus and Hulu Plus and Netflix and Amazon Prime and the ones that I'm forgetting about and the ones that don't really matter. What's Shredder as well? That's for like horror movies and stuff. You can pay for that. You've got so many different options now that you can't obviously get all of them, but you don't need all of them. And it's the same way with making things. You have so many options now. You can do this or you can do this. There's no right or wrong way. There's people that make very similar videos to me that do it on their phone. There's people that make very similar videos to me that do it on their laptop just like this. There's people that make videos very, very similar to me that make them an hour long or 2 minutes long, or maybe they live stream it or whatever, okay? Because there's no right or wrong way to do anything. There's just your way. And if you find a way that works for you, then you're in the money. And don't let any how-to guide, success guru tell you that it's the wrong way. Because if you find success, then you found it. And it doesn't matter what anyone else has to say. Okay? So I think the general point that I'm trying to make with this video is you might have some kind of imposter syndrome with regards to what you're doing. If you're trying to create, I don't know, films or music or art in general, maybe paint, and you look at your paintings and you go, Jesus Christ, my paintings look terrible. But then look at Picasso. Would you necessarily say that his paintings are amazing? We would, on an artistic, historical and level, right? I think his paintings are amazing, right? But when he started out, do you think that he got that same appraisal that we give to him now? Or do you think people are going, come on, Pic, just put the brush down, get a job? All right. So thank you very much for watching this video. Have a great rest of the day. Bye bye.